On any given night, in January 2017, about 553,742 people in the United States were homeless. Georgia was ranked 7th out of the nation in the highest rates of homelessness, with about 17,000 people estimated in Georgia. About 4,063 of those people were found right here in Atlanta. An estimated 2,000 people are actually sleeping on the streets of Atlanta. Homelessness occurs for several reasons: mental illness, unemployment and poverty, natural disaster, divorce, returning from the military. One of the most common causes? Drug and alcohol addiction. But there is an organization right here in Atlanta called Trinity Community Ministries that is providing a true solution to this issue and making a real difference. Today I'm here at the Trinity House, where several homeless men battling substance abuse reside, seeking an opportunity for a new life. This transitional housing and rehab program opens their doors to homeless men 18 years or older who appear to be committed and determined to turn their life around. Trinity House provides the men with a home until they have each met certain criteria. They must obtain a bank account in their name, secure good credit, and find their own place of living before graduating from the program. And Trinity's life coaches are there helping them every step of the way. Join me as we hear some of the most inspiring transformation stories told by the brothers of Trinity House. And later we will speak with the ones who have devoted their lives to transforming the lives of the homeless.
What got me to Trinity House, December 10th, 2014, my younger brother, it was an altercation at the door of our house. I was asleep and I heard the argument, so I went to get up to go see what happened, to go aid my brother. I just heard his voice, he was yelling with somebody, and as I opened the door, I get shot. And my brother got shot as well. He didn't make it. I made it. I was in the hospital for a month. I recovered. You know, through that trauma and all of what happened, me being shot, me seeing my brother get shot and killed, it messed with my mental, you know, but I didn't get no therapy or counseling, which is what I should have got. I started drinking then. I started drinking real bad. Hey, I lost my brother. I've been shot. I need help. All of these, what we call character defects, I learned about while I was in here, you know, and I'm very thankful for Trinity House. Everything that I lost upon coming in here, I got back. I went through that trauma, that, you know, what happened with me and my brother, and I basically got the help that I needed here. You know, I had counseling and therapy here, and all what I had held inside, I basically was able to get out. One thing that Trinity House has taught me about my past is to basically leave it behind, you know, because if you dwell on the past, you're gonna be stuck. So leave the past behind you and move forward, you know, to new beginnings. So that's pretty much what I've been trying to do.
I was laid off from my job, and I returned to old familiar activities and behaviors and attitudes. I had previously been a drug user and abuser. I was married. I destroyed my marriage. I isolated myself from my family and from everyone that cared about me. I abandoned my children at an early age, and I basically was very neglectful and displayed a lot of self-destructive behaviors, criminal behaviors. I went to jail and prison several times. I came to Trinity House to work on myself because drugs and alcohol were not really the root of my problem. It was the irresponsibility, the attitude, a lot of flaws that were just keeping me from being the person that I knew I could be and that I truly am. So I have a great case manager here. He's been able to counsel me, and because of that, I'm moving forward. I hate that those things happen, but I can use them for the good of the rest of my life. You know, Trinity House has been a great help to me in the sense that it allowed me time to work on myself without the pressures of day-to-day living. You know, like if I was living with somebody, didn't have any place to live and was just homeless, it would have been more difficult for me to work on myself. So I thank Trinity House for the basic things, like having a place to live, food to eat, clothes to wear, able to keep my appearance up, haircuts, laundry. You know, the simple stuff that may not seem like much, but those little things probably would have kept me from becoming the person and the man that I am today. So I'm very grateful. I work now, I have lawful employment, and for a person with my background, that was very difficult to accomplish.
I'm here outside of the Trinity United Methodist Church, where several men graduate from Trinity's program. Last year, in January, 23 men graduated. 23 men that years ago were homeless and had nowhere to turn. They came to Trinity and their lives were transformed. They made the transformation and they were able to put a cap and gown on, most of them for the first time in their lives.
The unique thing about this program is men supporting men during a time when they need a male role model to help them get their lives back in order. The blessing of being here is you see individuals daily go through that transformation. If you look in our chapel, you will see a lot of butterflies. We talk about when individuals come into our program, it's as if they're coming into a cocoon. We love them, we protect them, we make sure that they get the right nourishment, the spirituality, and make sure they get the right amount of counseling, and they blossom into a butterfly. Trinity Community Ministries is housed in the old Hanley Funeral Home building. And Hanley Funeral Home was the place where Dr. King's body was brought to when he was assassinated. We believe that this program sits on holy ground because when this building was first built, it housed individuals that were getting ready to be laid to rest, and it was the end of their lives. Now we see men come into our program, go through the process to create a new life. So once they were preparing the dead, now we're preparing the living. A true blessing.
I'm gonna leave you with this thought tonight as we leave out. It is during our darkness moments that we must focus to see the lights. I turn it back over to my brother. I'm a two-time breast cancer survivor, and I was diagnosed at the age of 15, and it scared me for one thing, but it made me strong. It made me very strong. I went through something. It wasn't easy, but that was another motivation that I had to help others, because through my darkness time, I've had my loved ones, family, friends, people that any much didn't know me. The nurses at the chemo and the radiation, they just saw something in me. They said, well, you're gonna fight this and everything. And they just gave me encouragement words and everything, and it stuck with me. I can kind of relate to what they are going through, because it is hard to change into your ways and things that you've done. But for them to stay here, to get a job, to earn their own income, to get back on their feet, to get their own housing, and for them to come in and ask me, oh, what color you think my bedroom should be? And I'm like, I don't know. What is your favorite color? But it's an enjoyment just to see them come in broken, torn down, don't have nowhere to go, and then for them to leave back out of here and they got everything. So it's enjoyable.